compaction.
Well, it's not compaction.
12 inches down.
Oh, well, we can double check with the penetrometer too.
Well, maybe too shady.
Salt runoff. They de-ice the sidewalk.
Too shady. There's a lot of reasons.
Is that why it's shady? I went 12 inches, so I went all the way down.
And
But over there, it felt like it was an open spot. It felt like it hit a stone or something.
and you probably
it was like it wouldn't
roots.
go.
Yeah,
it
This could be cement.
could be roots. You didn't think about the roots.
Welcome to the questions of horticulture. We've all tested over here, and the compaction's not bad over here. There's probably no compaction, so why isn't the grass growing here? So you got to figure out some other reasons for it. So welcome to the world of home horticulture.
So part of it was the bench, but can I? And I promise I'll be quiet. I am videoing for people online. See these little ball? That's that jumping worm. You know how people talk about the Asian jumping worm? At least that's what I believe it is. So they make these little compacted balls, and they push the soil out. So part of it may be, I don't know if that's why this is having an issue, but I know they're really bad over there, and we have a really bad mold problem. You could try digging if you want. Yeah, anywhere where there's like
I noticed I had a similar thing on my, just in certain sections of my yard, but I was also near the bird feeder, so I didn't know if it was the bird.
Oh, the birds that's probably more birds or somebody digging in there, yeah. I mean, it's not 100%, I'm just saying that most likely. So see how they're like these little, it's little balls? Yes, and when it's regular worms, that's fine, but these tend to be more compacted when they push the soil up. And it makes these little balls at the top. Other things can do it too, but that's usually why. I think there's a lot under here. But they did core aerate. Well, they did that in the fall. So
Are they not good to have?
the Asian, you can't get rid of them anyhow. So don't stress over it. But the Asian aren't.
It
Yeah,
doesn't serve the purpose like a regular worm? That helps
correct. Because
aerate?
it does the opposite. Because it pulls it up, but the soil gets compacted when they.
when they
So it does
okay.
it does the opposite,
Okay, so really we don't want it.
and you don't want them. The Asian jumping worms. I'm good. I'll shut up now. Sorry, I got Steve on.
He wants to play with his toy.
I know.
No, I want you guys to play.
I know. That's why I didn't know how long you had. So there you go.
It's only 11. I talked about
I know.
because it's nice out. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want everyone to give this a shot, especially those who are thinking about doing this at home. If you're planning on doing this at home, you have to test it now. Figure out how to do it. Ask your questions now so we know what things to look for. So, I don't know if you can talk louder than that. Look at the phone and everything else.
You said if you have turf grass.
Yeah.
My yard is almost entirely broadleaf plantain and chickweed and clover, and there's not a lot of grass. Does that count as turf grass?
I'd still give it a shot. So.
It's not stone, so you're good.
Yes, it's not the little white gravel. But yeah, just avoid places like if you have like.
You can come around me if you want. That's fine.
If what you have that you would call yard, that's what I want you to test. So as I mentioned inside, what you want to do is want to make sure that this comes off. Screw on the cone, put on the O-ring, get this in the ground, and when you go to push it in, try to be as even and upright as you can. There may be a little finagling as you try to get it into the ground, but try. We're going to be doing that.
Don't do that.
So we did this with a group of students at a high school, and I made all the guys do it first, just to see whether or not they would try and impress everybody that was around them by trying to get it in the ground. So I was like, you guys can stop. And then I realized like half of them were on the football team, so I was like, oh great. So they were like being able to push it down here. So it was really kind of funny when we did the class with them. So make sure everybody gets a chance to use this. I do have the instructions with me. I will get them set up, so all you have to do is test it. So I'll make sure that they are good to go. Make sure that if you're gonna try it, that you get that O-ring back to the starting position. Because if you push it in the ground and then just move to the next one, you might either not get all the way down to that, or you might push that farther. So it could be an issue. So you want to be careful and make sure that you get that O-ring back to the ground. If you are interested in testing your home, we have two of these. I do have a sign-up sheet. It is first come, first serve, and then we will rotate through testing this as soon as we can. Even though this is one of those cases where it's do as I say, not as I do. Even though I said in the talk, the best time to do this kind of stuff is in early spring. If you're not able to do it until later on in the season, that's fine as well. If you're able to do it and return it. This is all voluntary. You will get an hour of outreach for doing it.
It'll be a soil compaction testing. I'll have it.
Okay? So yeah, I've already cleared it.
I thought you said the mom.
So that you guys can get that. It's not very much. I'm not going to sit here. If it took you 20 minutes to do it, I don't care. You're going to get an hour. If it took you an hour and 10 minutes to do it.
It's for everything, for recording
But
and
just to make this easy enough for people so they didn't know what's going on. So I will get this one set up, and then I will get the second one set up. But once this is set up, you guys can give it a try, okay? If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And this is your chance, since I'm here, to ask the questions about, well, at my house, I have this. So if you have those questions.
I was going to say, I'm trying to focus on what Steve's doing, so I'm not going to be panning around everybody. So if you don't want to be on the video, you're okay.
Okay.
So you're going to take this off?
Yep.
This is a lock, right?
Yep. This is the lock ring. You want to take it off with the wrench. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Can I do the second one while you're doing that?
Sure. The instructions are there if you need to remind yourself. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Nestor.
Thank you.
Nestor's going to try it. He's going for it.
Well, he's going to have to do this at home. So.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you took that off.
O-ring first. Rubber O-ring first.
The O-rings are the same size, right?
Yes.
It's just the net ends that aren't. Okay.
Yeah. You want to put the smaller of the two. So this is the small one.
Yep. You're good. Yep.
This is the big one.
Oh, yeah, it's bigger.
It's much bigger. So this is the 1/2 inch tip, and the other one's the 3/4 inch. It looks.
You put the soil. You got the soil when you.
I know. I put the soil in. It's soil when it's outside, but once it comes in your house, it's dirt. That's what I was told.
Yeah, it's on your shoes, and you walked on other things. It's dirt.
Yeah.
Those things should have some kind of built-in compartment to hold the loose parts, so you don't have to carry a baggie around with it.
It. Oh, it sort of does.
Okay. Perfect.
But since we're giving you the wrench and everything else, we just threw everything in there. So yeah, it does have a spot to do it. So, all right.
And your O-ring has to be.
Down.
Oh, good check.
I was just making sure that the gauge worked more than anything.
Oh, right, because you had your.
Oh, you were just testing us.
Yeah. So this is good to go if somebody wants to give it a try. I will just, the most important thing is to make sure that you keep it as upright as possible. The second most important thing to do is not hit our irrigation system.
So just keep off the cement. Yeah, you're good.
So if you see an irrigation head around here and stuff, step away from it.
So yeah, so you keep pushing, and then I'm going to come in close. The dial is hitting. There you go. She hit 300. Okay. And then if you pull it, that's okay. And then you pull it out,
Why?
and we see that the O-ring moved. Okay. And then Steve can go from there. Yeah, he said if all those marks on there are 3 inches. Yeah.
3 inches is okay.
I'm pretty sure he said no. Yeah. So Steve, she did the first.
Okay.
Goes down here, right?
Yeah. Make sure that because there's a little bit of
Oh, except that we're saying it could be the soil.
Could be a lot of things.
These go down easily.
Yeah, but you think about how fat that. But this is a quick test.
Look on the inner ring and go to where it hits that red line at 300. Is that what you did?
And then you go to measure.
You're about 4 inches.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, because you go to the
Okay,
point.
and you did it right here. And everybody was like, "This isn't compacted. This isn't compacted." Yeah, 4 inches.
I'll try over here.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Nestor got it down further. See?
I think it's from.
Well, that's good. Well, no, he just went it down faster. That's all. All right, let's see Nestor.
You know what? The full 2 feet
This
would be
was
fantastic.
20 inches with this?
It's about 6.5 inches.
So that's good.
6 inches.
That's better.
Yeah, that's much better. So these are
Okay.
Now when you're pushing down.
3 inches.
Yep, and you're gonna just keep going down till your gauge hits that red. Keep
Just
going,
wipe
keep
it
going,
and
keep
then
going.
it's back down here.
Keep
Okay,
going.
anybody else?
Okay.
There you go. Okay. And then just pull it. So that's a little better, but
The other tape measure too.
What?
We're gonna give the other tape measure.
does somebody else have the other tape measure?
One over here.
Oh, Cheryl has it. Okay.
So this one is probably about 4.5
Measure it for.
inches.
If you do this at home, this is what you're going to have to do. So, I always tell people when I'm working in the field, assume I'm saying please and thank you because we have to get things done. So,
Okay.
take this, do this, do this.
So
Assume
5
I
and a
say
half.
please and thank
Okay.
you.
And then you did the flags. The flags were just if it's easy to go in, you're thinking just a quick.
More,
I missed that
4
one.
inches, 4 to 12 inches. 4 inches, less than that is bad. 4 to 12 inches, it's decent.
With the
More
flag.
than 12 inches,
Right.
it's
Okay.
Steve, does the measurement include the tip?
Don't get too close to the
Includes the tip, the measurement.
Good job, guys. I don't know if I want to. So now everybody ready to do this at home? It's not. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it is kind of cool. In an area, yeah.
Make sure that you're not
Oh,
Underground utilities.
yes.
Don't think that they're not sitting up. Cable is
Okay.
sitting right below.
Okay, so we'll have to figure out where your
call a
cable.
lockout.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
I think it's 911.
No, 6. I think it's
611?
no 8.
No.
811.
811. Call a markout and they'll tell you where you
So we're saying, huh? Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
That's for people that have underground utilities.
Yeah.
with the
If you
transport.
have underground, somebody else made a comment. If you have underground utilities, to call 811 to get a mark out, in case because you might wind up hitting it with this. But if you don't, you will. He said he will.
Hit cable or phone. They don't go down that deep.
Underground utilities. If you have above ground, you should be able to navigate. Thank you, Nestor. That's good. You forgot how to get them on?
All the time.
Or if you're like me, when they came around.
I'm over here, so I'm not filming you. I lied.
And did it so that I have it all.
And you might hit a tree root, and I guess you'll know when you. And then you're gonna. Ooh! Holy moly!
Oh, it's
To 3. Yeah, the inner one.
Whoops.
That's okay. That's all right. You stopped, but that was a good one.
6, 9.
And then and the point. Yeah, so you got another. So that was pretty good. Oh, sorry, as I'm filming and walking away with the. All right, everybody online. I'm going to turn it off so Steve can not be on video with his shoes.